Hey everybody. Sorry, I don't care who you are. That was weak. Let me try that again. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Jakel, the world's worst YouTuber. Is it just me or am I the most attractive when I look the most washed up? The lower one can assume my morals are, the more attractive I become. That definitely just says more about me than anything else. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if I really want this cigarette right this second or if I just really wanted the shot, the scene, the effect. This is gonna take some getting used to. See, I have spent the last several months on TikTok, so I'm used to filming like this, right? But what if I go like this? It's just directly in my way. It's in the way of my face. How am I gonna get around this? Yo, what up, kids? I'm a fellow kid, too. Problem with this is all 15 of my chins are present. Hi! Yes, welcome to my channel where I constantly roast myself. That's because I did not consent to this body. And I'm transgender. The dysmorphia is real. But hey, if I look more washed up, I might do me. What the fuck is wrong with me? Did I have a point to this video? I don't know if I did. Would it be easier if I did it with the other hand? Maybe. Because you see, the camera is on this side. So now it's up. The camera's higher up, so it gives me a different angle than as opposed to here where it's closer to the bottom. It's a completely different angle. You can't tell from the point of the camera, but from me, my eyes, my face, my hand, the reflection in the mirror, there is a difference. I just hope you can take my word for it. How much time am I going to waste here? All of it. So let's try this. Alright, let's go. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Jakel, the world's worst YouTuber. Today, I want to try something a little bit different because all of the stuff that I was doing before, I try to go back in time. Look, I hate all of these angles. I try to go back and look at some of the stuff that I had done before, and none of the fucking lighting. That'll work. Hang on, Hecate, Hecate, do you mind if I... That's still not going to work. What about this? Alright, let's go. Here is a much better idea, right on top of my chalice, because I'm a witch. Yes, my goddess needs 2 lanterns. Yes, because we respect ladies in this neighborhood. Respect the drip, Kyle. I'm sorry, I don't know what's gotten into me. I don't know. But I think it might be time for that cigarette. Genuinely, I'm just becoming more and more unhinged as the days go on. I'm waiting to see if something's gonna give. Good news, I'm losing weight, so it won't be my waistband. And that's only good for me because I've been struggling with weight issues my entire life. Promise I'm not fat phobic. Well, I guess technically in some way I would be fat phobic, but the fat phobia is me. I'm afraid of myself being fat, even though I am. But I don't give a fuck if anybody else is fat. You know, by the time I get done editing this, I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have spent in front of my mirror here. But it's going to have been too long. I had an initial point. Oh yeah, I was trying to go back through my old stuff to find some inspiration, maybe something to do. I've got a couple of, I did a deep dive analysis of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and I never finished that with the 3rd part. I don't know if I'm going to. You know, 2020 was a weird year, and even though I got a lot of content up in 2020, it got to about March and I just fell off. That's because I was going through a lot of mental health stuff then because I met my headmates then. And then I came to find out that I'm not even the original host. And I hadn't been for about 3 years at that point. Yay, me. Another thing that I wanted to do was to give people more of a look of my personal self. I'm being as casual as possible considering that this is my first cup of coffee so far today. It didn't stop. It didn't stop. Okay. I think part of it was I was going through a really bad time when I started YouTube. And for some reason, I thought that I needed to present I'm tired of this angle. That's not a good one either. Cool, now you can tell it's a mirror. Let's go. So I tried to present the most presentable, packaged version of myself to YouTube. But calling me Smalls because doing that was honestly killing me. Even though I understand that was somebody else looking at Smalls. So I am Smalls, and this is a look into self-deprecation. Hi, I have depression. But you know, when we get right down to it, I'm a messy person. I've got a weird past, and I still live a little... Well, I was going to say I live a little on the edge, but really I'm just edgy. Scorpio vibes. My life, my mind, it's kind of a mess, and it kind of always has been. And in some weird way, I enjoy that my life is a mess. I just wish it wasn't always messy all the time. So I think what I wanted to do was to show with this video that I am a wreck. Sometimes it is the type of wreck that's like a train wreck or a semi-collision on a highway, where even though you know it's messy, you can't seem to bring yourself to look away. And that's when I realized that I am no longer the observer, but I am the observed, observing itself, much like the universe, constantly watching us, which is only itself expressing itself. I don't know where the hell that came from. But now, you guys get to be the universe, and you get to observe yourself in the manifestation that is me. And you too can be, at least for one video, a part of the train wreck, or in the very least, be the observer watching the train wreck from a distance. And now, without further ado, welcome to the mess that is my life. Welcome. Now, for context, I've been moving, and we already got through the first day of moving, and we had the U-Haul. So, fucking microwave is on the floor. But yeah, no, this is where the couch was. I had my bookshelf with my passive altar up there. And now all of the stuff that was on my passive altar is over here. Plus my YouTube station, which also winds up being my research station more often than not. Low-key, I kind of feel like a dork right now, because it's me just looking like this, holding my phone, like, yes, and over here is the mess that is my life. Your living space tends to be a reflection of your mental health. Ah! All the trash! Now, I'm not going to lie. I want to show you what I think is honestly the most spooky to me. That would be Judas's empty bedroom. For those who don't know, Judas is my son. And currently, he is at his mom's because we split and we have split custody now. And as much as I love him dearly, sometimes it's just easier to get things done when my autistic toddler isn't here running around. which is how I'm able to film talking about how spooky it is that my kid's bedroom is empty. Yeah. Oh God, I forgot I've got my wards up here. I'm gonna have to do something about that before we actually move. Now, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because when Judas was really little, I always had this weird anxiety that the worst was going to happen. But coming in here last night, at night, in the dark, just seeing it empty like that was so fucking spooky. It was just so surreal. I was not here for it. I didn't like any of it. Which is why I'm kind of now putting it on broadcast, because the lighting in here is immaculate. You know what? That's not what I meant to say, but it works. But yeah, as you can tell, we've still got some left to do, because my entire altar arrangement is still set up. Not to mention, the kitchen hasn't been touched. I'm throwing out a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I don't need, or it's just superfluous, so a lot of the stuff is going to go. But even though we had the U-Haul 2 days ago, what's today? 22nd, today is the 24th. I've got literally 1 week left to get the rest of this done. I don't know how, but, you know, filming this is part of my grieving process. Hey, let me show you how fucked up my life is. Laugh at my pain. Please don't. Or if you're going to do it, keep it to yourself. I might actually cry. Just laugh with me in silence, okay? You know how I said that my life is kind of a mess? Yeah. Talking with my hands so... No. Ooh, that's right. I need to take my titty Skittles. My antibiotics. Oh, God. I love some of the silly terminologies that people use for hormone therapy. It's endless forms of entertainment. And I don't know why. It's just titty Skittles. Hang on. I've got the... Oh, those are my psych meds. I've got the spironolactone. That's the testosterone blocker. That's the antibiotic, because it stops you from being more of a boy. And then here we have the sublingual, which means dissolves under the tongue, the estradiol or estradiol. I always called it estradiol, but then people started calling it estradiol, which really made me think of Pokemon and the Pokemon Totodile. It's estradiol! I don't know why. But yeah, these are the titty Skittles, since these are the estrogen. And literally, I am wearing a bra, because my titties have done skittled. I'm shutting up now. So I'm running out of storage space, so I just need to move my files over to my laptop. Before I do that, there are a lot of people that are still here from when I first started YouTube. So let's give you guys a little rundown what I do with my time. Really, so far, what I've been showing you was a little commentary alongside my morning ritual. Coffee, cigarette, talk shit, you know, the usual. But I kind of migrated away from YouTube and went over to TikTok. And that's been interesting. So now I'm kind of trying to converge my YouTube self with my TikTok self, but at the same time be my true self. It's a work in progress. But yeah, let's finish up that morning ritual with my morning ritual. Cause fuck yeah, witchcraft. That was obnoxious even for me. I'm sorry. I'm leaving it in. But I apologize. I mean, I didn't even cross my eyes or anything. I just stuck my tongue out. How rude of me. So, for some reason, Hecate has 2 lanterns, because that one was sitting outside to welcome her in and to warn people, hey, this is a Hecate home, so I got that one. But then I realized that this one is just so freaking big So I brought that one back in to consolidate space. So now she's got 2. Which tips? You don't need to go broke. Like, people spend so much money on fucking, I'll save this rant for later. People spend so much money on trying to get statues or elaborate candles. $1 candle for set. $1 candle for set. Those came along the way. I don't need those for Hecate. But this lantern, $8 at Walmart. This, $1 at Walmart. This entire pack of 100 tea lights, $5 at Walmart. There you go. Now see? The rest of it is superfluous. It's just stuff that I've gotten along the way. All I needed was that. And also you got these little $4 or $5 jar candles that are also at Walmart. If you really want to go above and beyond, in my experience, I've learned that Hecate really likes the Velvet Sunrise one. Have fun with that information. Or don't, just discard it. I'm just talking at this point. The caffeine is kicking in. Hi, this is my brain on caffeine. I'm also an autistic person, comorbid with ADHD. We take a lot of detours. So get comfortable, strap in, enjoy the ride. It's going to be a long ride. Moving on. Now, fun little thing. This pestle and mortar right here was $15, $16 at Target. Here's a remote for comparison. The motherfucker's pretty big. Tea light candle for comparison. Motherfucker's pretty big. You go to a witchy shop and get a witchy specialized fucking pestle and mortar, a third of this size is going to be the same price, if you're lucky. Go ahead and look for witchy stuff in non-witchy places. Dollar Tree is full of stuff. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and do a full witchy haul from Dollar Tree. But first I need money. Link tree in the description below. Alright, I want to finish this up. And then I'm going to get back to doing my normal life stuff. Alright. Let's give a little bit of an offering. Usually some kind of dragon's blood. Funny thing is, I don't know if I'm reacting to it because of some spiritual mumbo jumbo or if I'm just genuinely allergic, but I never used to be allergic to the Walmart brand of incense. I'm burning it anyway because I love my goddess. Or maybe it's because I'm a vampire. If you didn't know, I'm a psychic vampire. That's a thing. Well, I am a vampire and I feel like one. Lord said, please come my way. It big beat to the... I'm not good at parody. And now we do the offering for Lord Sat. Is it working? Nope. Burn, motherfucker, burn! The roof is on fire. Anybody else remember? Fuck, Coal Chamber. Anybody else remember Coal Chamber? Pepperidge Farms remembers. And then I give our lady some water in her copper cup. I was using it for set because I still wanted to use it, but I did get it with Hecate in mind.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So I've got all of this space here, and you see the TV is on a basket now. Say hi to Finn McKinty. But what if I put my altar over here and put the TV over there or over there. That could be fun, maybe. Yep, this is the next part of the day.
2 hours later.
Okay, so time has passed, and it didn't turn out how I planned. See, the altar has been moved. The TV stayed there. But the altar's there now. Also, real quick, I used to dress like this all the time, and I still do. But I never looked myself in the mirror and thought that I could possibly be a non-binary masculine femme. Self-realization is a real thing sometimes. And it comes in the most unexpected ways. But now I'm having my little lunchtime crash, which usually happens around noon, which it's 12:30. My coffee has worn off and I need to find food. One of those things will be easy to do. Because if you look here, oh my, myself and my girlfriend both have ADHD. Seldom is it difficult to find haphazard, forgotten coffee cups full of coffee. Here's the problem though. I'm broke. Let's see. We got butter, green onions, grapes, cherries that went bad. That's a big bowl of Jell-O shots. Actually, it is a bowl of Jell-O shot. And some leftover cake. And if you look up here, we've got ice cream, gummy bears, Freezy Pops, and this coffee that was a wedding gift to Kat and I. We got this stuff when we got married in October. The reason it hasn't been consumed yet, hey, this freezer's actually giving me pretty good lighting, showing all of my blemishes. It is unground, it's whole bean coffee, which is why it hasn't been consumed yet, because I don't have a grinder. And when Kat and I broke up, she took the magic bullet. The blender, the mini blender, not the, you know what? Maybe I'm the only one that's thinking dirty on that. Moving on. And I'm genuinely not trying to pull at anybody's heartstrings. Really what it is all of my money that goes to food goes toward my son to make sure that he can eat. And I just haven't gone grocery shopping yet because I'm broke and money has not come my way yet. But hey, I've got coffee.
3 hours later.
So at some point, I forgot that I was filming a video. Did I dissociate? Did I forget? I'm not sure what happened. But I went looking for food, made myself some food. I made myself some mashed potatoes with some green beans. And like a dumbass, I put garlic in it. It's not that big of a deal, except for I'm allergic to garlic. My stomach is screaming at me, and I've ran to the bathroom at least 4 times already in the last 20 minutes. And in order to overcome this energy slump, I'm going to make myself some espresso. Because I feel like giving myself the hyper shits today.
5 minutes later.
Oh, here I go. Now here's a hilarious thing about this particular espresso machine. Something's missing. The knob. I twisted it and just fucking popped out. The hilarious part is that it broke off in the on position. So all I need to do is plug it and unplug it to turn it on. Demonstration. See how that's off? And now plug it in. And now it's on. But now I should definitely put my coffee mug under here. I haven't washed it. Fuck. I'm gonna wash it quick. Time to play beat the clock before this starts brewing. Ah! Alright, clean. Here we go.
Meanwhile,
There's a storm rolling in and it makes me happy. Fuck, I love storms. That's right, I've got espresso waiting for me. I'm gonna have this espresso, then I'm gonna go downstairs and regrettably have my last cigarette and go stare at the storm. Wake me up. Can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me. Oh yeah, I remember when that song first came out. I don't know. I didn't have a point for that. I'm old. I'm almost 30. Hell yeah! Oh, that's a beauty. So I've got this thing where I love severe weather. I love storms. I love wild nature. I mean, I always like getting stuck in it, but I always have loved it. But that wasn't always the case. When I was little, I was terrified of thunderstorms and stuff. And I blame the movie Twister. But now I'm like your average Midwest dad coming out, tracking the storm, watching it. Because up until a few years ago, I lived off of Lake Michigan, and Lake Michigan has this fun effect where if there's storms coming off of the lake, you fucked. But if the storms are not coming off the lake will just pull it in. Like severe weather like this, it'll just get pulled in. And there's meteorologists that try to sit out there and observe how that works. But it's really fun because the people that live in that area actually know that. So they know they're safe if they go. They know they're safe if they go to the lake and watch the storm get pulled into the lake. And I was one of those people. Oh, now we got the rain coming in. I've got my phone, which is electronic equipment, gotta go in before it gets fucked. So yeah, the rain really picked up. But that's okay, because we here at Just Jakel, we stand bad weather. Because bad weather is good weather, and it's beautiful. And I guess this isn't really bad weather. It's also really fun being a pagan, a witch, and a psychic medium who works with and worships several gods. And you've worked with the Hellenic and the Kemetic pantheon. That being said, whenever a storm rolls in, you don't know if you should thank Zeus or if you should thank Set. I'm going to thank both. Praise Zeus, do I Set? Nothing? Paganism. Oh, of course, you say something as soon as I turn the camera off. And the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Okay, maybe it's not one of them.